Once upon a time, in a bustling city filled with noise and distractions, there lived a young man named Jack. He was a bright and ambitious fellow, but his mind was always racing, filled with worries about the past and anxieties about the future. No matter how hard he tried, Jack couldn't seem to find a moment of peace in his hectic life. Day after day, Jack's restlessness grew. He tossed and turned at night, unable to sleep, and during the day, he found it difficult to focus on his work. His relationships suffered, and he felt increasingly isolated and unhappy. Jack knew he needed to find a way to calm his troubled mind, but he didn't know where to start. One day, while browsing through an old bookstore, Jack stumbled upon a dusty tome that spoke of a wise old teacher named Mr. Williams. The book described how this sage had helped countless people find inner peace and contentment. Intrigued, Jack learned that Mr. Williams lived in a quiet hill village, far from the chaos of the city. Hope blossomed in Jack's heart. Could this be the answer he had been searching for? Without hesitation, he decided to embark on a journey to meet Mr. Williams and seek his guidance. The journey was long and arduous. Jack traveled by train, bus, and finally on foot, climbing winding mountain paths to reach the remote village where Mr. Williams resided. As he walked, he couldn't help but notice the stark contrast between the serene countryside and the tumultuous city he had left behind. After days of travel, Jack finally arrived at the village. It was a picturesque place, with quaint cottages nestled among rolling hills and fragrant gardens. The air was crisp and clean, and the only sounds were the gentle rustling of leaves and the occasional chirping of birds. With a mixture of excitement and nervousness, Jack made his way to Mr. Williams' modest home. The old teacher greeted him warmly, his eyes twinkling with wisdom and kindness. Jack wasted no time in explaining his predicament, pouring out his heart about his restless mind and his desperate desire for peace. Mr. Williams listened patiently, nodding in understanding. When Jack finished speaking, the old teacher smiled and said, "My dear boy, I believe I can help you. But first, I have a task for you to complete." Jack's eyes lit up with anticipation. "Anything, Mr. Williams. I'll do whatever it takes to find peace." The wise teacher went to his kitchen and returned with a glass filled to the brim with water. He handed it to Jack and said, "I want you to walk to the edge of the village and back without spilling a single drop of water. Can you do that for me?" Confused but eager to prove himself, Jack nodded and carefully took the glass. He set off down the village path, his eyes fixed intently on the water's surface. As he walked, he encountered various distractions: children playing, dogs barking, villagers chatting in the marketplace. But Jack remained focused solely on the glass in his hands. Step by step, Jack made his way through the village, his concentration unwavering. He didn't allow his mind to wander to the past or future. All that existed was the present moment and the task at hand. Before he knew it, Jack had reached the edge of the village and was making his way back to Mr. Williams' home. Upon his return, Jack proudly presented the glass to Mr. Williams. Not a single drop spilled. The old teacher's face broke into a wide smile as he took the glass and set it aside. "Well done, Jack," Mr. Williams said. "Now tell me, what did you notice during your walk?" Jack furrowed his brow, thinking, "Well, I was so focused on the water that I didn't really notice much else. I heard some noise and saw some movement, but I didn't pay attention to any of it." Mr. Williams nodded sagely. "Exactly. And how did you feel during the walk?" Jack's eyes widened as realization dawned on him. "I felt calm, focused. My mind wasn't racing like it usually does. I wasn't worried about anything else." "That, my dear Jack, is the secret of peace," Mr. Williams explained. "When you focus entirely on the present moment, like you did with the glass of water, your mind becomes still. There's no room for worries about the past or anxieties about the future. Peace isn't something you find outside yourself. It's already within you, waiting to be discovered in the present moment." Jack sat in stunned silence, letting the profound simplicity of the lessons sink in. He had spent so much time searching for peace in external things, success, relationships, material possessions, when all along it had been right there inside him, accessible through the power of present moment awareness. "But how can I maintain this focus in my daily life?" Jack asked. "There are so many distractions and responsibilities." Mr. Williams smiled kindly. "Practice, my boy. Just as you practice focusing on the glass of water, you must practice bringing your attention to the present moment in everything you do. When you eat, focus on the taste and texture of your food. When you walk, feel the ground beneath your feet. When you talk to someone, give them your full attention. Gradually, this mindfulness will become second nature." Jack nodded, feeling a sense of excitement and possibility he hadn't experienced in years. He thanked Mr. Williams profusely for his wisdom and guidance, knowing that his life would never be the same. As Jack prepared to leave the village and return to his life in the city, he felt like a changed person. The restlessness that had plagued him for so long had been replaced by a sense of calm and clarity. He knew that challenges and distractions would still arise, but he now had the tools to face them with a peaceful mind. On his journey home, Jack practiced what Mr. Williams had taught him. He savored each moment of his trip, the changing landscapes, the conversations with fellow travelers, the simple act of breathing, and with each mindful moment, he felt his inner peace grow stronger. Back in the city, Jack's friends and colleagues were amazed by the transformation they saw in him. He moved through life with a new sense of ease and grace, tackling challenges with a clear mind and a calm demeanor. When asked about his secret, Jack would smile and share the wisdom he had learned from Mr. Williams. And so, dear listeners, let us take a lesson from Jack's story. The secret to finding peace isn't in changing our external circumstances or achieving some distant goal. It's in learning to be fully present in each moment of our lives. When we focus on the here and now, we free ourselves from the burdens of the past and the anxieties of the future. So, I invite you to try this simple practice. Take a moment right now to bring your attention fully to the present. Feel the weight of your body, the rhythm of your breath, the sounds around you. Notice how, in this moment of awareness, your mind becomes still and peaceful. Remember, peace is not a destination to be reached, but a way of being that we can cultivate in every moment. By living in the present, we unlock the door to true contentment and serenity. And as we find this peace within ourselves, we become beacons of calm in a chaotic world, spreading tranquility to all those around us. So go forth, dear friends, and carry this wisdom with you. Share it with others who may be struggling with restless minds. And always remember that the key to peace lies not in the past or the future, but in the precious present moment that is always available to us. May you find peace in every step of your journey through life. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Next Move in Life for more inspiring lessons and stories. Thank you for being with us. Stay happy, stay peaceful.